King's Speech had nearly 40 bills in it for our first year of our programme of government. Wales will be involved in nearly every single one of those bills. It will have an impact on the people of Wales, and it's a really bold and ambitious programme, so delivering on our missions for government, primarily and most importantly to bring economic stability and economic growth to Wales and the UK so that everybody benefits from that prosperity and opportunity.
But there were lots of programmes in devolved areas, planning, renting, children's well-being. Will you then be expecting the Welsh Government to follow suit in those areas?
Well, in areas where policy is devolved, of course, I will be working and the UK Government will be working with Welsh Government, as we have been doing already over the past 2 weeks. Because if there are things that impact on devolved competencies, then we will work with Welsh Government around making sure that there's legislative consent from the Senedd. But most of the bills will have an impact on Wales in some way. So, for example, things like the New Deal for Working People to make work pay, that will deliver changes to the working economy that people in Wales are going to benefit from hugely, to put more money in their pocket, changes to statutory sick pay, getting rid of exploitative 0 hours contracts and ending fire and rehire. People will benefit in Wales from that directly.
But the worry will be within these devolved areas that you as a UK government are steamrolling devolution.
No, absolutely not. And, I have set out how I want to work with Welsh Government and have been doing that from day one. This is about partnership and collaboration, a relationship based on trust and respect so that we move from that situation of having two governments, the former Conservative government with a relationship of tension. We're moving from tension to trust. And I've met with several Welsh Government ministers already. I talked with the First Minister and the Finance Minister on the morning of the King's Speech. We will be working closely right across government with Welsh Government to deliver for the people of Wales.
There are plans for a Council of Nations and Regions which pens Wales in with Tees Valley, West Yorkshire, Cambridgeshire and Peterborough. Is that where you see Wales on that level?
The Council of Nations and Regions will be about making sure that there is direct dialogue between the Prime Minister, the First Minister of the devolved governments, so the First Minister in Wales, on a regular basis. We cannot have the situation...
It just seems that Wales is being relegated.
No, not at all. We cannot have a situation like we did under the last government, where the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, refused to pick up the phone and speak to the First Minister when Tata announced that there were going to be thousands of job losses. This is about putting the relationship on a proper footing and a relationship of trust and respect. And I think people will have seen that from the first 2 weeks of our government. Keir Starmer was in Wales within days of becoming Prime Minister.
Why not change the two-child benefit cap? According to Mark Drakeford, former First Minister, it's the single greatest driver of child poverty here in Wales.
So our entire programme for government is based on economic stability and growing the economy. You don't just fix child poverty through one single DWP measure.
But all the experts will tell you that it would help massively.
We are inheriting the worst economic inheritance of any government since World War II, and Rachel Reeves, the Chancellor, has asked Treasury officials to do a rapid review looking right across all departments of government. I've been asked to participate in that as well, because we need to understand the damage to the public finances. Now, there are measures that we announced in the Queen's Speech around GB Energy to bring down energy bills, around the New Deal for Working People to raise wages, around rail reform to help smooth passenger travel, make it easier to get to work, and about getting people back into work, housing, health, all of those things, preventing health problems with health. All of those contribute towards removing child poverty, and the last Labour government reduced child poverty significantly. We've done it before, we can do it again.
Can we concentrate now on the situation at the Senedd? Was it the right decision for Wales for Vaughan Gething to resign last week?
Well, I want to pay tribute to Vaughan as First Minister and for his 11 years as a Minister in Welsh Government. He's given great contribution to Wales. He decided last week that it was right, the timing was right for him to resign. He said that he did that.
Decision?
He said that he did that because it was the right decision to make and it was the right time for Wales. And I support him in what he has done, and I support him in his decision. And we will now have a new leader of Welsh Labour in due course and a new First Minister, and I look forward to working with whoever that is.
In hindsight, did you back the wrong man?
I didn't back anybody in the election of the First Minister or the leader of Welsh Labour last time. I remained entirely neutral in that contest, as I will do in this contest. Whoever wins, I will work with them, and we need to see the Welsh Labour government working with the UK Labour government, because two governments at each end of the M4 working for the benefit of Wales will be transformative for Wales.
And do you think there should be a snap Senedd election for that new First Minister, he or she, to have a clear mandate now?
Well, we've just had an election 2 weeks ago in which the Welsh public voted, and voted overwhelmingly for Welsh Labour. We have 27 Welsh Labour MPs out of the 32 MPs in Wales. So we have a huge mandate from the public to get on and deliver the programme of government that we set out in the King's speech this week. We will work every single day with honesty and integrity for the people of Wales, and we will work with Welsh Government to do that.
Jo Stevens, thank you very much.
Thank you.